We know that all too well, ma'am, but the absolute sent us here.
We're looking.
I mean, it's not particularly fun when you're waiting for the
crashed
enemy to
farther
do their
west of
turn
here.
and you're just sitting here. Because there's 20 enemies on the screen. You know? Damn, the wolf just straight up teleported. Ah! Well, they're not going to bring back AP because it's D&D. They can't. It wouldn't be D&D if they did that. So you won't get that. And then spell slots is also part of 5e. So they don't have a choice. Like, Wizards of the Coast commissioned them to make this game based on the 5th edition rule set. So they have to follow the rule set. Yeah, sometimes the enemies just sit there and think for like fucking a minute. And you're like, what the hell? That shit's annoying. Why would they restrict themselves like that? Well, first of all, because they got to make Baldur's Gate 3 if they did that. Second of all, because Wizards of the Coast commissioned them to make that game. Like, they couldn't make Baldur's Gate 3 if they didn't do what Wizards of the Coast said. Does that make sense? If Wizards of the Coast said, we want you to make Baldur's Gate 3 and we want you to use 5th edition, they don't have an option. It's either they say yes or they don't make Baldur's Gate 3. And because they love Baldur's Gate and they love D&D, and they wanted to make the game, they had to agree. Otherwise, they couldn't call it Baldur's Gate 3. I probably shouldn't have done that yet. Oh, he missed. God, I cannot hit anything with this wolf. Fucking hell. Oh god. Nice.
What were they raving on about?
What was the damage there? I want to check that out. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge game for Larian. I mean, being able to say you made Baldur's Gate 3 is a huge... I mean, it just... For their branding, it's massive. So 5 plus 1 plus 3, that was 6, 9. So Colossus is still not working. It's still bugged with fucking Hunter's Mark. I love Divinity, yeah. Oh no, I don't have Colossus Slayer because I picked Beastmaster. I definitely think they need to speed up enemy turns during combat. That would help tremendously, in my opinion. No, we have not announced the PS5 winner yet.
The man is dead, but something shifts beneath his features.
The rules of the game are drastically different than Divinity.
A glistening tadpole emerges, slithering up past a sightless
If I wasn't a super
eyeball.
rad gamer, what profession would you
The
have? I'd
same
probably
as
be
the
like a
creature
computer tech.
behind your eye.
Something like that. I'm a Beastmaster.
One squeeze should do it, but you stop short. How could you think of harming something so beautiful, so pure? No use.
So I definitely think they
Your
can speed up
mind
combat
is
more
not
than it
your
is right
own.
now and still
For
maintain
reasons you can't
that the
explain,
player
you
can figure out what's
want
going
it
on.
to
Because
live.
sometimes the enemies just sit there and think for like 10
It
seconds,
slithers
and
away
that needs to
and
be changed.
vanishes into the undergrowth. Safe. Free.
Fail. What is that? a mace. Okay, let me take your mace. Yeah. Combat is the biggest issue, I agree. It's just not as fun as Divinity's combat because of the 5th edition rules. It's just not as fun. I don't know what to say. It's the reality. I don't really need to go down here. I don't know why I did. What do you mean until you've seen tier 2 of play? Can you ride a wolf? I don't think you can ride a wolf. Well, sure, but I mean, if it takes you 30 hours to get through levels 1 to 4, you're talking about 30 hours of gameplay that's not as good as DOS 2's combat to get to combat that might be as good as DOS 2's. You know, that's a lot of combat to go through before it gets good. You know what I mean? I liked Divinity 1's combat better than Divinity 2. I didn't like the armor system. It didn't allow for hybrid builds as easily, which I liked about Divinity 1. No, it's not Divinity 2. Give me the plate. Give me the knives. Give me the spoon. It's kind of funny actually because people really are like DOS 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and like honestly, Divinity 1 is as good if not better than Divinity 2. But I don't think that many people have played Divinity 1 compared to Divinity 2. No, it's called Divinity Fallen Heroes. It's more like an XCOM hybrid. Like it plays kind of like XCOM, where you send your guys out on a mission and then it's just a combat scenario or a scenario and then they come back. The longest show you watched was Naruto. That's a long show, dude. Long fucking show.
Bet you will too. Just like my mates here did. Contract cleverly left out, we'd be tits deep in these buggers.
Tits deep.
Don't know what I expected. That much gold for some long-lost relic buried in the arse end of nowhere. And from a wizard, too. I should have known. The gold probably turns to lead the moment you leave Baldur's Gate. Stupid thing to die for. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. Yeah, and I'd do the same again. He weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely, and maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him.
With acrobatics, I haven't seen anything yet, but I suspect more will be added, like maybe in later acts or whatever.
That might be worth a look.
Wait, what was revealed? Aha. A backpack? Fuck is in the backpack? Literally nothing. Fucking nothing is in the backpack. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm using no companions, exactly. We have not done the drawing yet. We're still making sure, we're going through the entries to make sure no one did duplicate entries and stuff like that. Like some people use, try and use the same email address a couple of times and stuff like that. But we should be doing the drawing today, so you should check your email. Keep checking your email today.
Hello and welcome to Bogrot. Now, kindly, gives all your stuff.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Oh right, I need to use it. Hang on. Let me reload because I need to trigger the. I want to trigger the cutscene with my lava. I'm using a ranger. The druid is not in the game yet. It will be added later, but it's not here yet. So I want to try the druid really badly, but it's not in yet, unfortunately. So I can't. You don't get a buff here for lone wolfing like you do in DOS 2, but they did say at launch they were going to try and add something like that you can take. I'm doing good, Bloody. How are you? Want a burger filled with cheddar and bacon? Fuck yes, I do. What druid subclass?
My,
Good
what
question.
is this? A patch of ground to call home. Some rest for the wicked.
From what I understand, they are planning to try and add all of the player handbook classes.
What would suit the occasion?
I don't know if they will succeed, but I do believe that is their goal.
The words
I'm
to a
fairly
lullaby,
confident they will, but
perhaps. The mouse
I don't wanna put words in their
smiled
mouth.
brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them.
she's in a gang,
Cormier,
Mad
don't
Shermer.
they? Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
That kind of looks like a young Tywin Lannister.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. No. This encampment is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired
They have not
come to
added any new
rest,
classes yet.
and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Fair enough. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
This guy's nostrils are like flaring like out of control.
Potentially. An adversary. Conceivably. But a savior.
I just can't take my eyes off his nostrils.
Easy, easy. I'm here to help, not harm. Consider your predicament. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality?
Nostrils, man, the
Still,
nostrils.
I have a feeling you'll change.
There's like a
your
black
mind
hole in there. There's like light going on. I don't know what's going on. Is it like a
changed
portal?
for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg
borrow,
Got
and
like blue
steal.
light in there. I don't
Exhaust
understand.
Every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair,
It's the way out.
that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Where are you?
Hello and welcome to Bogrot. Now, kindly, giz all your stuff.
As the
What, you don't
symbol
sleep like that?
glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Wow, I rolled a 2.
A true soul. Right.
This is early
Welcome
access.
to Bogrot.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something
Rushed it,
you'll never
indeed.
get back.
Or whatever you want to call it. It's your town now.
Dude, that helmet looks fucking wicked. Dude, look at that headpiece. Fucking awesome. I think I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure the more you use the tadpole, like the worse and worse ending you get. I'm guessing that's what happens, because you're basically allowing it to gain control over you. But I could be wrong. Because it automatically makes you pass checks. So, like, you're going to get to parts of the game where you don't want to fail, and you can use it to automatically pass them. That's, like, tempting you to use it. Right? 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 Right, it is.
Scratch marks on the floor.
Surprise, motherfucker! Holy shit. What is going on? They're all waking each other up. Where's my wolf, by the way? He's never around when I need him. Let me reload. Fucking wolf.